Hi, my name is Brianna Cervantes, and I did my presentation slash project on the Lavender Menace protest or revolution. So this revolution really kicked off in 1969 when Betty Friedan, who was the co-founder of NOW, also known as the National Organization for Women, she referred to lesbians as Lavender Menace in the New York Times Magazine. So this caused a lot of the lesbians within the group or the organization in order to start questioning the ideals of the organization pertaining to lesbians. And Rita Mae Brown was also a big influence into this revolution. She was a woman who had a position in the organization, and she was fired because she was just very vocal in general, not necessarily about lesbians, but just she was a vocal person. But she was also a lesbian, and a lot of the NOW activists didn't agree with the lesbians and thought that they were actually starting to pull away from the feminist movement itself. This video is just a very brief history on Lavender Menace. So what actually happened after the Lavender Menace protest, or what is also known as the Lavender Menace Revolution? So this group only lasted for about a year, and they disbanded in about 1971, and they also renamed themselves throughout this time as the Radical Lesbians. But the general ideals of this group was that they were very closed-minded about any other sexualities. So they didn't support bisexuality just because they were also heterosexual or liked males, and so they thought that they weren't a part of their revolution. But they also opposed heterosexuals because they thought that they weren't a part of the revolution again, but also just gay men because they thought that they didn't support lesbianism. What impact did this protest have on whether it be their future or our modern times right now? So they were actually one of the first groups after Stonewall riots to focus on lesbian issues. And the Stonewall riots were riots based off of gay and lesbian and bisexual sort of sexualities and everything like that. They also gave lesbians increased control, power, and visibility in the women's liberation movement. So it made lesbians be more visible towards this movement and be able to show that, yes, hey, we like women, but we are still women, and we do still have rights. It doesn't matter who we like and that sort of thing. And after the group also disbanded in 1971, NOW actually increased its visibility and awareness of lesbian issues nationwide, and so this group helped to penetrate a huge organization that considered lesbians to be pulling back from the women's liberation movement and actually accepted them into their organization and started to have their ideals become their own ideals. And they also passed a resolution to acknowledge the double oppression of lesbians. So the double oppression being that they were women and didn't have as many rights as the men did, but also that they were lesbians. And they also did this revolution to recognize the double oppression of homosexuals and the oppressive labels that lesbians would get throughout this time and feminism. Thanks for watching. That's all I have today on Lavender Menace. I encourage you to go look up this one and many other ones within my class of the LGBTQ media associated with Longwood University based off of other revolutions or things to do with gay rights in the media. Thank you so much.